everybody, this is Saul Castaneda from Mcscgreenwheels, and I'm still at home. Going through the internet today, we found an article written on LMR.com by Taylor Ward, and this was written on October 14th, 2020. The title of this article is, "What is an SSP Mustang?" Well, for a lot of people that don't know what SSP means, SSP stands for Special Service Package. This was a special edition Mustang created in 1982 for the California Highway Patrol. For us Gen Xers, that's chips. And Ford designed this car with a lot of extra features that they actually put down disclaimers that it wasn't meant for the public. The California Highway Patrol reached out to Ford to see if they could test out some Mustangs. I would imagine it was for the use of their high-speed enforcement. California is kind of the mecca for a lot of cars and a lot of hot rods, a lot of lowriders, and a lot of special cars come out of there. So I'm pretty sure they had to learn how to keep up with those guys. They went through an 18-month rigorous testing, and in the end, the Mustang beat out the '79 Camaro. That's right, the Camaro. And so in 1982, California adopted 406 Mustangs to their fleet, 5 of which were hatchbacks. In 1983 was a successful year for Ford, so they made it available for other agencies across the United States to be able to purchase these SSPs. Production ran from 82 all the way to 93. Specs on the 82 consisted of all of SSPs carrying a hefty 5.0 V8 engine. Also in 82, they came with a 4-speed manual transmission. They had a calibrated, certified speedometer, the 141. And in 82, you guys got to understand, this was a 1-year run speedometer. So if your SSP is an 82 and does not have that speedometer, which was the big white numbers, the little green numbers, the orange needles, and the backlit green, that's one of the hardest purchases. That's one of the hardest equipments on that car to find, since being only 1 year made. All SSPs came with single key locking, radio noise suppressing package for their other radios they had, their antennas, their receivers as well too. They relocated the deck lid release, which they put on the right side of the column. A couple other different upgrades were different paint jobs depending on the department that the car was going to. Power windows, roll bars, and the interiors of the SSPs were in accordance to the agency that it was heading off to. And by that I mean placement of certain radios or speedometers or speed reading clocks, antennas, gun holders, and even the lights. From 83 to 85, the package still included the 5.0, and the only real thing that they did change out was that transmission. They changed it out to a 5-speed, and they gave the option of the automatic. Same thing with the speedometer, stayed at the 140, but they changed the graphics to the orange color instead of the green. They also had the 2-piece VASCAR Speedo cable, and VASCAR stands for Visual Average Speeds Control and Recorder. It is a speed measuring system designed to compute speed based on time and distance traveled. For all you lead feet out there. Still had the single key. All SSPs came with full-size spares and radio suppression packages. The relocated trunk lid and a unique fan clutch was added in 83. From 86 to 88, the automatic transcooler was all added to it for better performance. Speedo cable stayed the same. Little history on that, from 84 to 86 when they were red. In 87 they restyled it, keeping the 140 mark, but had a different setup on white numbers and then the red letters, or the red needles. And then sometime in 89 they changed it over to the 160 mile per hour. And from 92 to 93 they added the 1 million mile odometer. So any other odometer prior to that came with the 5 digits. They also did the 8.8 rear end, also giving you from 87 to 88 the option blackout 15x7 Alumicast 10-hole wheels. They added an air deflector at the bottom of the radiator They changed out the alternator to 135 amp to support more of the extra options they had, or the equipment. Silicone hoses, since they were running for longer periods of time. Front disc rotor shields. They also had a front reinforced floor pan, aircraft type radiator and heater hose clamps, heater hose inlet restrictors, trunk and hood lights, well, on the inside I should say, a heavy duty belt tensioner, and in 88 to 93 they upgraded the upper control arms. Not a real big difference. Remember, in 92 and 93 they also upgraded the upper control arm bushing. Of course, we all know why. That thing tends to walk a lot. The calibrated speedo was 140 and it changed in 89. So from 90 to 93 they changed it over to the 160, and again I mentioned that in 92 to 93 they did the million mile. In conclusion, the production of the SSP was stopped with the end of the era of the Fox body, and a guesstimation about 15,000 SSPs were said to be made, but Ford has never really said that that was their number. We here at Greenwheels have seen a couple SSPs, maybe one or two. I think we caught it at a car show, I would say. And I can only imagine that the value of these cars is like the old saying that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And if anyone's out there willing to pay $75,000 for a car, especially for a Mustang, I'm pretty sure someone's willing to pay over for an SSP. We've seen a couple nice ones. We want to thank SpecialServiceMustangs.net. We got a lot of, good amount of those little details from there. And Tyler Ward for writing his article at LMR.com. We want to thank everybody on our Facebook page. Guys, if you're looking for a cheap Mustang, MCSCGreenwheels.com on there, Facebook. Go ahead and look at them. There's some there. I know I hear people saying there's not. They're there. Want to thank everybody on our Instagram page, man. Keep giving us those likes. Keep giving us some comments. I'll keep writing as much as I can. And especially want to thank everybody on our YouTube page. Guys, leave us a comment. Drop us a picture of your SSP. Give us some likes. And most importantly, subscribe. Next couple videos coming up. Have a good night, guys.